Welcome to the eBike Flow app, the brain behind your Bosch smart system EMTB. It's where you control and adapt everything digitally, or put another way, everything electronic and indeed many things mechanical on your e-bike. It's also there to enhance the equally important human element to EMTB riding. It will allow you to keep up to date with your own performance as well as your bike's. It will keep your EMTB up to date with software, protect it from theft, as well as help you find your way and plan your next adventures. And it's all located here on my smartphone, making my e-bike even smarter and therefore getting the full potential out of it. In here you can customise such things as your display and personalise each riding mode to make your bike completely custom to you and therefore get the full potential out of it. More than this, the app will actually help you to have an individual riding experience. This video looks into the eBike Flow app, its features and how to get the most out of them. These are the key component parts that work together as a system: the drive unit, the battery, the display, the remote, and of course the app. So if you think about it, your Bosch EMTB is a really capable piece of kit out of the box anyway, but I have to emphasise that the eBike Flow app only works smart system bikes. Here on EMBN, it's all things mountain, but Bosch obviously have the urban side of things covered too with the eBike Flow app. If you're an EMTB rider, the component parts to this will most likely be the latest Bosch Performance Line CX, Bosch Performance Line CX Race Limited Edition, and Bosch Performance Line SX drive units. There are a range of remotes, displays and batteries that are a part of this system. If your e-mountain bike is fitted with an LED remote system controller or a Purion 200 display, then you're good to go. So what is the eBike Flow app and what about the eBike Connect app? Well, eBike Flow is a free app that gives you tons of great features for enhancing your riding experience and giving you peace of mind, which I'll get into in a second. But be aware that it is different to the eBike Connect app, which works with Bosch eBike System 2 bikes, but it still has lots of great features. Okay, so how do you create an account? Well, it's a super simple process. Step one is downloading the eBike Flow app, then create an account, connect your bike, register your bike, and then you can access all the features and benefits. You'll need an account, the single key ID, which is super easy to do to get into the eBike Flow app and also access any of the other Bosch digital services. Be aware that you can't use the account you set up with an eBike Connect app, so you'll need a new one for the eBike Flow app. The biggest question people ask is, how do I connect my smart system EMTB to my smartphone? Well, these are the steps you need to follow. Download the eBike Flow app from the Google Play Store or App Store to your smartphone. Open the Flow app and set up your user account. You'll be guided to connect the eBike Flow app with your e-bike. Before connecting, make sure your e-bike is turned on and stood still. Also, your smartphone is connected to the internet and Bluetooth is turned on. To connect your e-bike, follow the instructions on the Flow app. Press the on-off button on the top of the LED remote or Purion 200 or the top button of the system controller until the LED flashes. Let's take you through the basic functions. Of course, most of us enjoy our time on our e-mountain bikes out on the trails, but I'm sometimes partial to a mid-ride coffee stop or even a post-ride beer, or even pop into the shop. So it's sometimes quite impractical to take a lot with me, but thankfully Bosch has a great answer to deter the would-be thieves. E-bike lock. This is free to anyone with a smart system bike. Just remember, it's mandatory to register your e-bike before using. When you switch on your e-mountain bike, it checks your phone, which acts as a digital key when it's nearby. No phone, no power, it's simple. Obviously, you can customize this to your needs, as often you might not want to take your phone, or alternatively, use your display as a key. E-bike alarm, that is both audio and visual to really deter the thieves. Don't forget you're going to need a Connect module and a Flow Plus subscription for that. Plus you get live tracking of your bike so you know exactly where it is at all times, and you get a theft report so you're covered in that respect as well. So you get that theft tracking and live tracking to make sure you know where your e-bike is. Route planning. Whilst many of us like to ride at places like trail centres or your local trails, a great way for getting the most out of your e-mountain bike is to make a more adventurous ride, go out to places you don't know, and that route planning feature is brilliant for that. Here you can plan your routes or even import them from other apps like Komoot. You can then plan your route profile and then an appropriate assistance level to make sure you're getting the most out of your battery. And get this, you can even get a voice navigation too. Also, if you have a Kiox 300 or 500 display, you can use that with your phone in your backpack. Getting yourself out into the backcountry or even just lesser known trails or roads, e-bikes are amazing for getting yourselves out into those locations. You can make your life easier on yourself as well by using the navigation features of eBike Flow. Using your phone or display such as the Kiox 300 or Kiox 500 for navigation is easy. Using a smartphone grip to mount your phone, you can use that as your ride screen and sat-nav. With the detailed map displayed, an arrow symbolises your current position with clear turn-by-turn directions. The post-ride data analysis of an e-bike ride can almost be as satisfying as the ride itself. You can start recording your ride and fitness data as soon as you get going, and that can also then sync with apps like Strava, Komoot, and even Apple Health. It even shows you your average power, so that's a really great way of judging how much effort you've put into the ride, and also quite motivating to try and beat that on your next ride as well. It's also going to record your average cadence, and don't forget that how fast you spin the cranks is closely linked to getting the best out of your motor. It's trying to spin them at the right speed to get the most power when you need it. It's also going to record average speed, how far you've gone, elevation change, and even give an estimation to how many calories you've burnt on that ride. You can also customise the riding modes to your needs. The assistance level can be changed for the support level of the riding mode. Dynamic changes the acceleration behaviour when you start to pedal. The max torque, which you can set from 10 Nm up to the full 85, this will have an effect on your steep hill climbing ability, but will drastically alter the range of your e-mountain bike. For example, max torque for a tough tech uphill ride versus low torque for a mellow lowlands adventure or max speed. You can add favourite riding modes, which will then enable you to select for future rides. The Help Centre answers all questions about your e-mountain bike at any time. Well, hopefully all these really cool features I've talked about will give you a bit of peace of mind when it comes to protection, but maybe a bit of motivation as well to personalise your bike. I know that I actually use it quite a lot for post-ride data to see if I could ride a bit harder, maybe change my level of assist, even drop in the torque maybe to go for a bit more of an epic ride, which I do love doing, sometimes going on the low power and getting out into the backcountry. If there is backcountry in the UK, probably not. A bit wilder, isn't it? But let me know if you've got any comments or questions down below. And I think really with the app, it's getting used to where everything sits within it and trying to get the most out of it.